Yes, yes, y'all. And you don't stop. It's time for the dailybreadproject.com coming at you live every morning. Actually, uh, not quite every morning, 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, right now, 10 a.m. Eastern, thedailybreadproject.com, bringing you the light, bringing you the goodness, bringing you the love, leadership, opportunity, everything that is good in this world. I have a guest that will be joining me shortly, and then we'll take this thing live to Facebook and rock with it to let you guys know if you're tuning in on iTunes or Google or wherever you listen to podcasts. We're going to likely make some updates to how we're running the Daily Bread. I've really enjoyed this project. It's been fun, and I want to keep it as part of the rotation here at the Podcast Factory, but I think I might make some changes to the live format. We'll see how that all rolls out. Right now, we're going to keep doing what we do. And let me double check, make sure this guy has the link so he can get in here. It looks like yeah, he doesn't have it. All right, we got to get him the link. Some people don't know how to use calendars. It's amazing. Um, but that's a story for another day, I suppose. All right, so now he's got the link. I guess I should have checked on that beforehand. That would be my responsibility. And that is exactly one of the reasons why we need to update some things. I need to get some of the team involved so they can do the follow-ups and make it so that I just show up and do an interview and I don't have to do all the admin stuff. That's not in my unique ability. Something that we might talk about in future episodes. But remember, thedailybreadproject.com coming to you daily, 4 days a week, bringing you the light, bringing you the goodness. And I just sent over the link, so our guest should be here shortly. I'm going to bring this thing to Facebook Live while I wait for him to log in, and then we'll rock into what I have for you today. As always, I say a little prayer before I go live on Facebook, praying that Zoom and Facebook play nicely together so that we can bring this live. And looks like that is going to happen for us today. Oh, receiving a text message here. All right, so he has a link. He's in. We're going live to Facebook. And I'm going to promote you to panelist, and we're going to jump into this thing. Let's see. All right, yeah, rejoining the webinar as panelist. Terrific. All right, we're streaming live on Facebook. This is thedailybreadproject.com. The world is crazy. The news is pounding you over the head with negativity. There's jobless claims everywhere. Markets are volatile. People are losing their minds. And guess what? Right here, right now, this is your sanity. This is your life preserver. This is where we bring you the light, leadership in good and hard times. I cannot do it by myself. I've enlisted the help of some of the smartest, most positive leaders I know. And today I have with me Mr. Kyle Miller. What is up, my man?
What is up? How are you doing, brother?
Look at you. Look at you.
It's quarantine, man. I haven't been able to shave. Well, I've chosen not to shave.
Yeah,
But
the beard is looking good, bro.
and then the hair is growing out. Yeah.
I went the opposite way. I got
I
some
know. I
clippers and took it
noticed.
off.
Good stuff.
Good to see you, bro. And so let me give you the lay of the land, and then we'll roll right into this. So what we do here is we talk about power, positivity, leadership, love, and opportunity. And I want to start right here, right now. Kyle Miller, where do you draw your power from?
I know it's kind of like, I guess, a burning desire, right, in my soul of what I want to accomplish in life, right? So there's like, you can get motivated and you can have some external stuff come at you and, get you hyped for a day or two, but it's not going to drive you for a long time. but it's just that internal drive of just wanting to be successful, just wanting to make things happen, and just wanting to, make the life that I want. And that's the internal drive, the desire, the want. That's
I'm gonna
that's where I get the power.
I'm gonna challenge you for a second because I'm
Okay.
curious why you chose this word
Okay.
that you threw in there. And it doesn't come from the outside, it comes from the inside. And you said just wanting to, just. Why did you throw just in there? I'm curious.
Um, I don't know. Just wanting to. It's I don't know.
You know
What's your
why
reason?
I'm dissecting that because
Yeah.
it's a like not good enough term. Oh, I just want to, or almost apologetically. Like to me, from what I know about you, you don't just want to. You want to. You go and get it, right? And
Yeah.
so I thought it was an interesting choice of words. And the reason I bring that up is I bring it up all the time to my clients and to other people. And so
Yeah.
even at the level that you're at, which you're a baller, those language things come in. But yeah, the internal desire. So what internal desires? Is it your family? Is it wanting to prove yourself? What are those internal desires that drive you, that power you up?
I think from a very early age, I guess, playing sports, I always wanted to be like the best, and pushed and pushed as hard as I could go. Now I'm in business, and I dealt with some things as far as mental blocks, roadblocks, and maybe that it's in there because of, maybe I'm saying just because of this, but
I'm going
I
to
was
point
like,
something out to you right now so you can see it.
okay,
Because what you did was that turned off for you when you talked about sports. When you talked about the sports, you said, I wanted to. You didn't say, I
right,
just wanted to. Like
right.
you were owning that.
Well, it's because I did that for so long, right? I did sports from 3 years old, and so I was always involved with it. So I don't remember being not good.
That's
You know
what
what
it
I
is.
mean? I don't remember not being not good at that. So now I get into business after sports, and now it's like, oh crap! Now I'm seeing all these guys that are so much better than me, and it's trying to get on that playing field. So it's trying to take some of their confidence, and like trying to learn and learn. And I always think I can do better. I thought that way in sports, but in sports I was like, I know I can do this. I know I'm really good, and I'm flipping that switch right now as far as in the business world. Like it's on. Like I understand it. I'm getting it. I know how to play, and it's just it's keeping rolling. So that's, I think that's it's kind of that transition period of like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm making this happen, I'm getting it, but now I really get it. Now I'm really starting to understand and put the pieces in place, and go after it. So that's exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not be fooled by this guy. We met in a 35K mastermind, so it's not like he's just getting started here, okay? That takes some nuts. So good, good. All right, let's keep moving, man. Now let's talk about positivity. What I've seen of you and what I know of you, you know how to keep it positive. So what do you do? How do you feed your positivity? How do you stay positive?
I don't let the negative stuff get me. That's what I
How?
think.
How do you do that?
I mean, I don't know, man. I just like some negative stuff happens. You go, all right, what's next? What else? What else is going to happen? Like, no, I look at it. I sit back and I actually look at things. I was like, did anybody die? No. Okay. Was it this? No. And I look at the worst case scenario for it and go, it's not that bad. Did you lose money? Yeah. Okay. Can we make money? Yep, we can make money. Just keep moving forward. And that's been my whole life, man. It's just keep moving forward. I don't care what happens. Anything that happened, I've never kind of let it sit and dwell on me forever, where I'm paralyzed and I can't make decisions and move forward. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it might hurt, but I just keep going. You know, that's kind of how I've lived my life.
And that's actually what separates the champions from average, ordinary people is that we know it's going to suck, we're going to bleed, it's going to hurt, and we're going to get back up anyways. Like,
Yeah,
okay, great, I got to keep going now.
right. Right. I mean, I'm impressed by those UFC guys. They go in there all the time and they want to get their face, you know, punched in every single time, and they know it's going to happen, but they just keep going forward, right? Every single time they go in there, boxers, any of those guys.
Yeah, that scares me. I don't
Yeah,
want to get
I
hit.
don't know if I don't know. That's why I played defense in football. I didn't like getting hit. I liked hitting people.
That's right. Cool, cool. So let's talk about leadership, man. I don't know how much has changed for you with the whole lockdown and everything that we're just coming out of, but I always like to ask, what's different? How are you leading now, both your team and at home? What has changed?
Honestly, I tried to not let anything change it. The biggest thing is I didn't get haircuts. Um, that's literally the biggest thing that changed for me because I was already doing things virtual, so I didn't have any issues with not communicating with the team, not pushing forward, not doing anything. So I was having a meetup every month. That changed. I wasn't able to do that, so now
You
that's
went
kind of been on
virtual though,
hold.
right? Or you?
Yeah, no,
How'd
no,
it
I
go?
didn't go virtual because to be honest with you, the business is growing, everything's growing right now, and I wanted to do the events at my house to spend time with my kids and enjoy that, and I just didn't do it. I have horrible internet at my house, so I literally can't do anything at my house on the internet. So I was just like, I'm not doing it. So that's it. I just decided.
What about at home? So you have kids, you
Mhm.
guys are stuck. What is it? Shelter in place, they call it.
Yeah,
Power
shelter
at
in
home.
place.
How did anything
So
change there?
no, because for my wife a little bit, but um, what happened in November? My wife left her. She was a nurse. She was at a local hospital here, and she left at the end of November.
What a
Um,
blessing, huh? So she missed all the
she
craziness.
missed all of it. So December, she's getting into her groove of being home. January, same thing. February, when did it happen? End of February,
Like
something like that.
getting into March, the
Getting
second
into
week of March.
March. So like she had been doing that, and she runs a at-home business, right? So she'd been growing that up, growing that up, growing that up, and then when this hit, it was just like she was at home anyway, but they send all the packets and stuff that she had to do. She spends a couple hours with them during the day, then she spends all day with them outside running around doing whatever at the house. We got 48 acres on a farm,
Wow.
so it's not like we're not stuck inside. So we got four-wheelers, dirt bikes, we got cows, we got a whole bunch of stuff, different stuff. We got a basketball court at the house. So the kids are out playing and they're just running around doing all different sorts of stuff, and it's a farm. We're working on it, so the kids are also doing work. They got opportunities to make some money as far as doing like extra chores and activities or work. We painted fences, like we painted over 900 feet of fence.
Wow.
So like that's what they were doing, and so it didn't really affect. And then me, I was construction never slowed down for us, and so it never affected us. Now I did have a couple deals fall out because of it, but other than that, we were able to maneuver that and get them in the right direction and get those properties moved. But that's really the biggest effect. The only other thing I can't really see any of my family. My grandmother's here. I can't go hang out with her, that kind of stuff. But that's it. I wasn't a big person to go out and go to a bunch of restaurants anyway. Actually, the restaurants closing at lunch is the worst thing that happened to me because now I was packing or something, and I was like, man, whatever. So
Business as usual for Kyle Miller. I
I
love it.
tried not to let it affect it. I can't sit there and dwell on it and go, oh, I can't do this. No, let's just figure out another way to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Let's turn the obstacle into an opportunity. So, speaking of that, that's where we're going next is what opportunities, what are you seeing right now that you love?
What do I love? Um, I, right now, it's like I've been putting team members in place, and for me, what I love at this point is that I've been able to see them kind of grow and increase their knowledge, increase their ability. I've been coach, I do a coaching call with them every morning. Um, and so just seeing them steadily increase their abilities and making things happen, then I can sit back and watch the big picture and kind of see where it's all going and direct. So that's the biggest thing for me that I've been able to take away. I've been able to like kind of sit down and look at it all.
Yeah, be the magician instead of the
Yeah,
mule, eh?
yeah,
You're
yeah.
magicianing AF. I like it. So, have you added a lot of people that I've spoken to have been adding team members during this time? Have you added team members or just added to their capabilities?
Well, since January, I've added, and I think I made a post about this last night. 1, 2, 3, 4 people to the team through these months. The last guy that I brought on was it was right when this hit, and it was just like I kind of got a little lump in my throat, going, "Oh boy, here we go." You know, it's like, how are we going to do this? And I said, "No, come on, we're going to make it happen," and we did it. So, and it's moving, and it's been great.
Yes,
So,
sir. All
what's
right.
that? It's courage, acting in the face of fear, like moving forward in the face of fear. Like I was scared. I didn't know what was going to happen, but things are moving in the right direction.
And that's actually that's a great point. Moving forward in the face of fear, because some people get paralyzed and don't do anything, and that's
Yeah,
the worst thing you can do.
yeah.
I love it. All right, here's the big one. You might want to sit down for this.
Oh boy.
He's already sitting down. All right. Uh, he- we move ahead 5 years from now. Things are normal. Everything's great. Market's great. Everything's beautiful. When you think back to this time, how do you want to be remembered?
How do I want to be remembered?
How do you want to
Like
be
by
remembered?
who?
By anybody. It could be by your family. It could be by your team. It could be by me right now. It doesn't matter.
I For me, I want to look back and be proud of what I did. You know, like I've been caught up with that before. I've been not paralyzed, but like thought about what other people think about me, right? Like, oh, what are they going to think? And I'm getting to the point now. This has taken time. I'm getting to the point where I don't care. You know, I'm giving the best that I can to my team right now. Um, I know in 5 years I'll look back and go, well, shit, you didn't know anything. You know, I wish I could have done more with them and do it. But I want to look back and go, did you put the work in? And be proud of that and be able to show the kids, like, listen, this is what happened at this time. You know, this is the things that I did. This is the things that we did. These are the things that I went through, and this is how we overcame those. Um, and you know, in I don't know if 5 years they'll appreciate it, but maybe in 15 they will, because they're 9 and 6. But um, I just want to look back and be proud of what I did, the decisions that I made.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be morphing that question as we're coming out of this is just how do you want to be remembered? And that's it. Like you said, 15 years from now, your kids can appreciate that. It
Yeah,
was business as usual. What? The world did what? No, it wasn't like that at home. And you're like, yeah, that's
yeah,
special. Hello?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly where I'd like it to be, is just kind of like, hey, you know, it didn't affect us. We didn't allow it to affect us. We looked for other opportunities. We looked for other different things. I changed up a little bit of my marketing and went after a different demographic, and that's been paying out, working out well for us. So it's like just little small tweaks. Okay, let's understand this process and let's make that tweak and go. You know, but I'm not going to let it stop.
Yes, sir. All right, we're coming up to the end, and I always want to give you an opportunity. If there's anything that you'd like to say to the listeners, if there's a word of encouragement, wisdom, anything you want to drop, bro, this is your moment.
No, you know, just talking with everything and talking with I during this whole pandemic, during all this stuff, no matter what you believe, if Trump is a horrible person and if Pelosi is a horrible person, like whoever it is, like don't let it affect you. Like I don't turn on the news. I don't watch the news. I don't let anybody else affect what I'm doing unless it's positive. Like they can say whatever they want, they can do whatever they want, but I'm not gonna spend my time and energy fighting those little battles. I want to go where I'm going. And I think that's what everybody should like do. Think about what you're thinking about and move forward. You know, where are you putting your time and energy, and just go to the direction that you want to go. And that's been hard. And it's not an easy thing to do. Like you get caught up in this and you get caught up in that, but just, hey, you know what? No, I got to get back on track, right? The path of success is like this, right? It's not a straight line.
Zigging and
So
zagging. So I want you guys to listen to what he just said. What Kyle just said is, I like to say that you have anchors and you have sails. And some people, the negative people, those are the anchors holding you back. The
Hmm.
sails are those people that help you catch the wind and move forward. So be intentional about who you're letting in your environment so that you can keep that positivity. And that's exactly
Absolutely.
what we're doing here, man. So Kyle, where can people find you online?
Just find me on Facebook. I think that's the best. That's where I've put most of my stuff. I have an Instagram account, but I don't really do it. I need to do more, but just on Facebook. And then once you get there, then you can follow me.
Kyle
And
Miller.
I think it's just Kyle Miller 20. I think if that's the handle, Kyle Miller 20,
All
and
right.
but out of Charlottesville, Virginia.
There you go. Charlottesville, Virginia. The man with 48 acres making his kids paint 900 feet of fence to
Heck yeah.
keep them honest.
They got to learn hard work, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To appreciate things. Thank you, Kyle, for bringing the light. This is the Daily Bread Project.com. We're bringing you the light daily, 10 a.m. Eastern. All the goodness in the world you can find right here. We are the sails to help push you along the path of goodness. Thank you guys for tuning in. And remember to look for Kyle Miller. I think he said it was Kyle Miller 20 on
Yep.
Facebook. If not, hit me up and I'll connect you with him. This has been the Daily Bread Project.com.